Hey, it's Dustin with the Davidson Group at Keller Williams with your June 25th market update. Hey, this week we're going to be talking about national data. National data, as you would imagine, is very similar to the state data and very similar to the local data. In looking at this, we're looking at new construction starts, we're looking at seller traffic, we're looking at buyer demand. We're seeing this perfect storm continue on. And what does that mean for home prices? Well, you guessed it, they're going to keep going up. So as we jump into the statistics here and look at what this information offers us, we have a few places around the country for seller traffic, for instance. So they're really the cause of this inventory shortage, that coupled with the lack of new construction starts. But when you look at seller traffic across the country, we're pretty weak. In fact, in most of the Midwest or Western states within the continental U.S., it is very weak. Some places there is very limited and minimal seller traffic. But then you go to states like Florida, like California, up in Washington, over in Pennsylvania, we have an uptick where I'm not going to say it's strong seller traffic, but based off of the graph and what the indications are is that it's stable seller traffic. So it's what you would expect for these summer months. Those states, people are moving, people are going. But when we talk about buyer demand, that's where the complete inverse happens. Where we've got a lacking or a weak seller traffic across the country, our buyer demand year over year increase is like 300% more. I think the statistic is like 292.1% increase year over year from last. So the buyers are out there. And these economists, these housing experts are looking into what's causing this. Is this going to change? Are we looking to something in the future? And really what they're seeing is that we have a lack of inventory. Sellers are not raising their hand and saying that they want to move forward, primarily because they don't have a place to go. And so then we look to new construction and new construction starts. We talked a few months ago about new construction starts and where we were at for the year, and we were down for the decade, actually. Well, we started off the year pretty well, but we're back down again, especially with the lumber prices being where they're at and the just the lack of materials or the material cost in order to have those new construction starts. We've dipped back down. And so hopefully with the upcoming quarter, the projection of those new construction or the material costs to be going down, I've heard numbers upwards of 40%. So hopefully we see that uptick of new construction to get more sellers back into the market and then allow for those buyers then to filter through. We've got this perfect storm. We've talked about it week over week, but I do want to keep this short and sweet for this week. We are still knee-deep in a seller's market. That's not changing. The projections for all these economists, the average is an 8.2% increase in house value year over year for the country. So obviously we're not going to be as intense on the coasts, but we are seeing or have seen some double-digit growth month over month here locally or within our state. So those indicators that are typically lacking in our area of the country are actually reigning true based off of those statistics. Anyways, I'm going to put this out there for you. If you've ever thought about it, there's a specific process, and it's something that I've had the privilege over the past few weeks of laying out specifically what that looks like and priming yourself for coming to market. It's not just throwing your house up. It's not just putting it up for sale and hoping for the best. I can tell you this assuredly that if you list your home, you're going to get people to come into it and you're probably going to get offers. But the question is, are you going to sell your home at that price? And what kind of backlash are you going to come up against if you're not prepared for those things? So whether you want to use an agent or not, whether you're looking to actually make a transition or not, just reach out to me. We can have a conversation. If that conversation is in the position of, yes, I want to take action and move forward, I can come into our property. We can look at things. We can have conversation. So my call to action to you is, if you're looking to make a transition, don't go at it alone. Even if you decide to eventually for sale by owner, have a conversation with a professional on the front side so that you know what you're getting into and you're at least armed and prepared for those hiccups or for those bumps in the road that will inevitably come your way. Anyways, this is our national information, our national data. We are looking very strong for the entire area. We're looking strong for the state, and so we're just going to continue on in the progression that we're at. If you've got any questions, you can reach out to me. Until we see you on the next one. Have a good day.